Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am super excited for this video since this is my first video on this channel. I will be bringing you cleaning motivation videos every week along with new recipes. So I really hope that you consider subscribing to my channel. And I will start with a little intro, just letting you know a little bit about myself. My name's Lily. I am a mom of two beautiful girls. I work a full-time job, and I love doing things around the house, whether it's cleaning, organizing, or decorating my home. I find it very entertaining, and I hope that I can motivate you to feel the same way about your home. So if you like these kind of videos, subscribe. Just click that subscribe button and activate the bell next to it so that YouTube will notify you every time I post a new video. And well, let's get started with today. I am focusing really on the areas that we use every day, the living room, the kitchen, and the dining room. These are areas that get dirty every day because we're constantly using them. We're walking into these areas and we're using them. And I think that's pretty basic for everybody's home. These are the areas that everybody uses on a daily basis. So I'm starting with the living room. As you can tell, there's not a lot of furniture in my living room. All I have is the couch and the TV and the TV stand. So this area is actually pretty easy to clean. I am using the Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner for my TV stand. On the TV, I just used a wet rag. I don't put any chemicals on it, just water. I clean it first with the wet rag microfiber cloth, and then I wipe it down. I dry it up with a cloth that is specially for screens, for computer screens or TV screens. I dry it with that and it cleans it pretty well. It doesn't really need anything else. So the TV stand, I'm focusing on this with the Mrs. Meyer's cleaner, which we will see me using that a lot around the house. This candle, guys, I got this last year at Bath and Body Works, and I love this scent. So what I didn't use it all up last year for fall season, so I saved it for this year. I still have to go and maybe buy a few more candles for this year, but since I still had this one and it still works, I said, why not? Let's use it. On these pictures, I'm just going to dust them down, and then I'm going to use a window cleaner. Then we're going to move on to the windows. Same thing, I'm just using Windex, which is just the basic window cleaner. And then we are going to move on to the floors. I'm interested to know how often you guys clean your windows. I really only do this maybe once a month or once every couple of months. Let me know in the comment section how often you guys clean the windows. I don't know if I'm cleaning them often enough or if I should be doing this, maybe just every couple of weeks. They don't get super dirty, but they do, get really dusty, and I don't even know how the dust gets in here, but they do get pretty dusty when I go to clean them. So I'm not sure if every month or every couple of months, if that's a basic time for everybody. Let me know if you guys clean them more often than that. In the living room, I'm gonna be vacuuming the floors, and then I'm gonna be mopping. I used to have a cordless stick vacuum, and I ended up trading it for this one because I felt I needed one that had a little bit more suction power, and I really like this vacuum. But I think I was already used to the cordless one, and now I am struggling with this cord. It's driving me crazy every time I use it. So I think I might go back to a cordless vacuum. I am in the process of looking for one that I really want. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments, because I don't know how much longer I can take the cord. So I need a cordless vacuum, a cordless stick vacuum, and one that has good suction power. I had a little bit of a hard time putting this couch back, but it is super heavy. But as you guys can see, I don't have a rug in here, so that kind of helps, so that the couch can just slide back. So I'm able to do it myself. I've thought about adding a rug in here, but I really don't like carpet. My husband isn't a fan of it either. We just do not like carpet. In our previous home, we had carpet everywhere, so I think we just got sick of it. And now that we have the tile, I don't want to add rugs everywhere. So I'm still thinking about that. It might just stay like this though. I do like that I'm able to move the couch, but at the same time, whenever we sit on it, if we just, go and sit on it and throw ourselves on the couch, it starts sliding backwards slowly. So every now and then I have to kind of go back there and push it out so that it's not hitting the curtains. And I think if adding a rug would help with that, unless I can find a different solution. But in the meantime, we just have that tile, and like I said, I'm just vacuuming up and just mopping all with my Cedar mop. You guys, I don't know if you noticed, I am also cleaning the baseboards with the mop. I like that I can do it with that mop. It's really easy. It's just I just kind of drag it along the wall. And it just gives the baseboards just a quick clean. It's not really a deep clean, but it helps with just the dust that sits on there. So I'm trying to do that as much as I can when I'm mopping, so that the dust doesn't pile up in there. And then every now and then I will go back and do a deep clean. But today that was just a basic clean. Moving on to the mudroom. This area really gets messy all the time. This is what we come in through. We park the car in the garage and we come in, and this is the first area that is in the house. So we end up just leaving everything here. There's face mask. You guys noticed there was a face mask in the living room. There were I think I found like 2 or 3 other face masks in this area. You guys, I'm finding these face masks everywhere. I find them in the house, in the car, in my dreams. Do you guys have that same problem? Let me know. Or is it just my kids that are leaving their face masks all over the house? But it's not just that. We get here, we leave our purses here, our hats, sweaters, you name it. Or sometimes we're organizing a different area, cleaning a different area, and we're moving things and we're trying to find a place to put things, and they all end up in this area. So it was already time to clean up. and get rid of all the things that do not belong here, which you notice most of the things that were here did not belong in this area. So same thing, I'm just giving it a clean, moving everything out of here, everything that does not belong in here, and just cleaning with the same Mrs. Meyer's spray, sweeping and mopping, and then we're going to move on to the dining room. I am using my Swiffer duster to dust down a little bit in a lot of the areas that I'm cleaning today. I get a lot of dirt in here. You can't really see it, but things do get dusty. I don't know if that's a normal thing for everybody's house, but my backyard is not fully done, so there is a lot of dirt back there, and I think maybe that's why I get a lot of dust in the house. From the windows, it just comes in somehow. I don't really keep my windows open, but it somehow gets in here, so I do keep that handy. That duster really helps with dusting really any part of the house that I need to dust down. That really helps me. This sliding door, I do have to clean more often than I do the windows because we're constantly touching it as well, so it gets dirty, not just because of the dust, but because we are constantly putting our hands on it, so there's fingerprints and it just gets super dirty. So I'm constantly cleaning it. The inside, I clean it with the window cleaner, but the outside I just use dish soap. So same as when I mop, it's the same thing. I just use water and a little bit of dish soap. I use the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap to mop and to clean this window. And if you guys want to say hi to Rosalie, that's Rosalie out there. She usually stays out here. She comes inside for a portion of the day, but she has her little house outside, especially when I'm cleaning. I let her stay outside because I don't want her running all over the place and leaving a mess right behind me. She's probably worse than the kids. Kids run around and leave a mess while you're cleaning. Rosalie is worse. She's constantly making, leaving her little paws everywhere, climbing on things. So she's out there for right now. But that's Rosalie. guys, if you're liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Now we're moving on to the kitchen, which is where I had the biggest mess. Really, the kitchen is the one that gets the dirtiest every day. I'm going to be cleaning the appliances. I'm going to be cleaning with the Mrs. Meyer's multi-purpose cleaner. Then I'm going to be using a Method granite cleaner for the granite countertop, that's my favorite cleaner for the granite countertops. I have tried so many different things, and that is the one that has really been the easiest to clean with, and it leaves the countertop super shiny, super clean. And we're also going to be using a different cleaner for the stovetop. I love using this Barkeeper's Friend cleaner for the stovetop to give it a deep clean. It really helps. I'm just going to spread it all out, and we're going to leave it to soak there and to dry. While this dries, we are going to move on to clean the rest of the kitchen, and then we will come back to this. I like taking everything off the countertops whenever I'm going to clean the counters. I find it a lot easier to clean an area if I just remove everything, clean it, and then put everything back, and maybe reorganize as I'm putting things back. Moving on to the dishes, this is a constant battle. Every day there are dishes. Every day I wash the dishes and I turn around and there are new dishes in the sink. It will stay clean for like 5 minutes and then there's a new dish in there. Is this just my house? Is this everybody's house? It's a fight every day with these dishes. But anyways, we gotta clean them. So what I like to do when I have a lot of dishes like I do today, I like to organize them first, even if it sounds weird. I like to organize the pans on one side, the flat dishes on a different side, the cups on a different side, and so on and so on. I feel it's a lot easier to wash them that way, to just keep everything kind of grouped together. It really does make it faster. Maybe it's an extra step to organize them, but at the end of the day, it does make the cleaning process a little bit faster for me and just a little bit easier and a little bit more pleasant. You also saw me putting the dishes in the dishwasher, but I actually hand wash those dishes. I only put them in the dishwasher to dry. I am not turning on the dishwasher. I did not put soap in there. I only put them in there to dry because I don't like having a lot of dishes on the countertop. So I just put them in the dishwasher, I let them dry, and then I just put them away once they're dry. Usually in a couple hours they'll be dry and I can put them away, or they can just stay there till the next day or whenever I have time to put them away and I don't have to be looking at them on the countertops. So now this is dry, our stovetop is dry. I am going to use this little knife. It's a knife that's especially for the countertops, and I just use that to scrub the areas that are super dirty to make sure that all of the food that's stuck on there is removed, and then I just clean it all off with a wet cloth and everything comes off. I love this cleaner with the little knife. It really helps and it really removes everything and it leaves my stovetop just looking like new. For the kitchen sink, I'm only using dish soap. I'm going to wash that off with a brush and then I'm going to dry the sink. I like to dry it every time I clean it to make sure that it doesn't leave any watermarks. And at the end, I'm going to be adding a couple drops of essential oil just to give it a nice, fresh, and clean smell. hope you guys got motivated to clean with me today. Now we're moving on to today's recipe. We are making chile rellenos. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start roasting the poblano peppers. I'm going to boil the tomatoes, and I'm going to set another pot with boiling water. You want to fill about half of the pot with water to boil. And once the tomatoes are ready, once they've been boiled, we are going to make our sauce for the broth. So I am going to mix the tomatoes, the chicken bouillon, our ground cumin, and the garlic. Once that is all mixed together, we are going to add that to the pot of boiling water. While I'm waiting for the water to boil and I'm making my tomato sauce, while I'm doing all this, I'm also roasting the poblano peppers. So I'm making sure that they're roasted on both sides, and then you're going to place them in a plastic bag and just kind of wrap it up and make sure that it is closed. It needs to cool down, but they also need to continue almost cooking with the steam. Then that's going to help us once it's time to peel the peppers. So now that my sauce is done, like I said, I'm going to add this to the boiling water. Then I'm going to add I'm going to add the vegetables. I'm just going to let this heat up for maybe like 10 minutes while I chop my vegetables. You can use any vegetables you want, but today I picked zucchini and carrots. And wouldn't it be cool, guys, if I could actually chop my veggies this fast? But anyway, once we're done chopping that, I'm going to add them to that boiling water. And we're going to add our handful of cilantro and 1 serrano pepper. The serrano pepper, we're not going to cut it up. We're not going to do anything with it. Just wash it and just place it in the water. That's only to add taste. It doesn't really make it spicy. It just adds taste. If you don't want to do that, if you want to skip that step, if you want to avoid you don't want it to be spicy at all or not have that kick, then that's fine. You don't have to place that. I really like the flavor that it adds to it. Now our poblano peppers are all done. They are cooled off. We're going to peel them. I'm also going to make a little hole, and that's where we're going to fill them. And I'm going to take out all the seeds. I try to make my food the least spicy that I can, so that my family will eat it. We're not great with spicy foods. An extra step that you can take also, once you have taken out all the seeds and once you have peeled it, you can actually rinse them off as well, just to make sure that all the seeds are out. And it kind of helps with toning down the pepper as well. Then we're going to stuff them and we are going to fry them. I'm going to be using mozzarella cheese and queso fresco today to stuff the peppers, but really you can use a variety of things. You can really just use your favorite white cheese, or you could even add chicken. Some people add a shredded chicken. I didn't really want to add chicken today. I wanted it just to be a little bit more on the veggie side, so I decided to add just the cheese, and this is what I'm using today. Once we are done filling these, I'm going to show you how I make the egg, how we mix the egg to go ahead and fry these. When we are mixing our egg, we want to separate the egg whites and the egg yolks. That helps with the consistency big time. So we're going to mix the egg whites first. Once they're pretty thick, then we're going to add the yolk and we're going to mix it together. And like I said, you want to have a really thick consistency. It really helps to stick on the peppers when we put them on, and it also helps with the frying. Okay, and finally, we are going to fry our peppers. I'm adding a little bit of flour, just coating the pepper in flour to make sure this is going to help the egg to stick to the pepper. We're going to dip it in the egg mix that we made, and then we are going to fry them, and that's it. We just have to fry it, make sure that the egg is cooked all the way on both sides, and that's it. That's your peppers. We are going to serve that with the broth. If your kids don't want to eat the peppers, they're not spicy, but they do have kind of like that pepper little kick to it. If your younger kids don't want to eat them, then you can use the broth and just add some shredded chicken to the broth, and that can be a meal for them. That's usually what I do with my little one. My teenager and my husband love the peppers, but my little one's not a huge fan of them, not because they're spicy. She just looks at them, and she's kind of at that age where she looks at them and she's like, no, I don't want that. So she won't eat them, so I just add chicken to her broth, and that's it. I hope you guys like this video, guys. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to activate the little bell so that YouTube will notify you every time I post a new video. Bye, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I just got off work and I thought I would show you guys what my cleaning routine is like after work. We are going to be doing daily basic cleaning routine, and don't forget I will also have a recipe for you at the end of the video. So let's get to it. As you can see, there's not a huge mess, but I try to clean after work every day so that the mess doesn't start piling up too much. The mess that you see is basically just what we did in the morning after breakfast, and then whatever I dirtied during my lunch. I used a few dishes, but in reality, the kids are at school all day, and my husband is at work all day, so it doesn't get too bad. I just have to pick up those so that I can make dinner and then pick up after dinner again. And if I do this every day after work, it really helps me so that at night I don't have a huge mess. So what I'm going to be cleaning today is the dining room and the kitchen. That's what I do every single day. I do that after work, like I said, so that it doesn't pile up on me. It'll be easier for me to clean at night after dinner. So that is my daily routine. I'm using Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner for a lot of the surfaces, the table, and for the appliances. And then I'm using the Method granite cleaner for the countertops. These are the things that I'm going to be using to decorate. I need to get them out of the kitchen so I can finish cleaning here, but this is all going to go in the dining room, and then this is going to go here in the kitchen. I got to put this string on it so we can hang it up on the pantry door. But before we do that, I want to finish doing all the cleaning first down here. So I'm just going to put these on the bench over in the dining room just so I can get them out of here. We can finish cleaning, and then we'll move on to the fun part, which is decorating. I told you guys in the last video, I like to remove everything from the countertops whenever I'm cleaning them. It really makes it a lot easier for me, and I feel it just cleans the area better. So I remove everything, and then I put everything back. Every now and then you'll see that when I put things back, sometimes I'll reorganize them, I'll move things around. I am working at home all day, so there are times when I really get sick of seeing the things in the same place over and over again. I don't do it every day, but every now and then you'll see me do that. My vitamins. I have the vitamins on my countertop there. You saw those. I know they don't look very pretty there, but I have to have them there. Otherwise, I will forget to drink them, or eat them, sorry. And I will forget to give them to my kids. And I try to make it so that they remember to take their own vitamins. But in reality, in the morning, we're kind of all running around, getting ready for work, getting ready for school. So it's just one thing that makes it easier for us to remember. If we just have them there and we see them, then I know that we are going to take the vitamins. If they're not on the countertop, there is probably a 95% chance that we will forget to take them. I've tried that. I've tried having them in the pantry, just in different areas of the pantry to see if that would work for us, to see if we would remember, and we really don't. We don't remember to take them, and it really makes a huge difference for me if I don't take my vitamins in the morning, and I feel that for my kids it's going to make a difference as well. So that's what they're saying. They don't look pretty, but it is what it is. It's what works for us right now. So today I decided I was going to use the dishwasher. I didn't have too many dishes, so I was like, you know what? I don't feel like hand washing these dishes. So I put them in the dishwasher, and I used that 7th generation cleaner for the dishwasher, and I really like it. It smells good. I feel that it cleans the dishes well, but I do rinse them before I put them in the dishwasher. So when the dishes go in the dishwasher, they are already semi-clean. They don't have any food on them. I don't use soap to rinse them. I rinse them with just water, and I'll scrub them down with a sponge, but no soap. So they do go in the dishwasher with no food on them already. So I feel that that makes a huge difference as well. But I like to use the 7th generation dishwasher soap because it doesn't have any harsh chemicals. And there's just a couple of things here that I cannot put in the dishwasher. So those I will be hand washing with my Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. To wash the pots and pans, I've been using the Dawn dish soap. I really like it for kind of like the bigger messes, the bigger dishes, the ones that the pots and pans always have, you know, a lot of stuff on them, and that really helps to kind of remove everything and make sure that there's no grease left behind. So that's what I've been using lately. I don't use it for all my dishes because it dries out my hands really bad. I found that the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap is the only one that I've used that does not dry out my hands, and I don't like to use gloves. So that's why I don't use the Dawn dish soap for everything, because it dries my hands. But other than that, I feel that it works really well for cleaning and kind of for the bigger messes. So that's what I've been using. And guys, I'm trying not to laugh right now because as I'm talking, I'm doing hand gestures. I don't know if you guys do that when you guys are, when you guys talk or when you guys are editing. For those of you that are also do YouTube videos or whatever it is, but I use my hands when I'm talking a lot. So that's what I'm doing right now. This fridge gets so dirty all the time. It literally looks like we go up to the fridge and we put our hands all over it, which we don't do that, so I don't understand why it gets so dirty. But I like using the Mrs. Meyer's cleaner on it because it makes it so easy, and it's just something that I can use on it every day, and it cleans it up pretty well. It takes off all the marks, and you know, in a couple of days it'll be the same, where it'll be all dirty again. But that really helps. Miss Meyer cleaner will make it really easy for me to just clean it up, and it makes it really quick. And now I'm going to move on to sweep and mop the kitchen, the dining room, and the pantry. These are the areas that get the dirtiest every day, so it's something that I have to keep up with, cleaning them every day so that we can use it the next day. And so, you know, it makes a difference the next day when everything is nice and clean. I actually want to go in there and cook. I want to go in there and use these areas if they are already clean. When I'm mopping, I'm only going to be using dish soap. Every time I mop, the only thing that I use is dish soap, and I try to use the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. So it's just water, hot water, and dish soap, and that really removes all the dirtiness in the tile. It cleans it really well, and it doesn't, I'm not using any harsh chemicals. When I had this tile installed, they did tell me not to be using anything other than a little bit of dish soap to clean it up, just so that it wouldn't stain it. And at first I did use a couple other things, and nothing really, I don't think that it that it'll get stained. But I'm like, well, why use anything else if this works for me? So it worked, and it leaves a nice scent because the dish soap already has a good scent, so it still smells good. It doesn't have a strong smell to it, but it smells good and it cleans it well. I love that feeling when you finish cleaning and everything is just so pretty and fresh. And now we're moving on to the decorating part. I am going to be decorating for Halloween. I know I totally skipped the fall decor this year, but I don't like decorating too soon. And I know it's a little bit soon for Halloween, but I was like, well, you know what? I'm already in the mood for decorating, and I don't really want to put fall decor because then I'm gonna have to take it off and then put the Halloween decor pretty soon, and I'm just not in the mood for doing all of that this year. So I was like, you know what, I'm skipping that and I'm going straight to Halloween decor. So everything that I'm going to be using today is there are things that I already had that I bought in previous years. Normally what I do is I buy a little bit at a time. Every year I'll buy maybe a couple of things and I'll just let them add up. Today I'm putting my table. I'm setting up my table. Guys, this setup right here, I asked you guys on Instagram, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I asked you guys, I showed you two different options and asked you which one you guys liked best, and this is the one that you guys picked. So I thought that was kind of fun, just kind of seeing what you guys like. Both the options that I gave you guys, obviously I liked both of them. But I really thought it was fun that you guys picked what I ended up using. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over there, follow me. And I think I'm going to be doing more of those questions or more of those polls over there where I ask you guys different things that I want to do around the house. So I thought that would be kind of fun. But anyway, I bought these last year. Those plates I bought last year. Like I said, these are things that I bought in previous years at the dollar store. I really go to all the different stores, dollar store, Walmart, at home, Hobby Lobby. I really go to different ones every year and just kind of see what I like. But if you have questions on anything in particular, then let me know in the comment section and I can tell you where I got each thing. But the only thing that I'm decorating today is just the kitchen and the dining room, and I'm only putting a couple of things. The plate settings, and then I'm setting up these little pumpkins on this area. This is one of my favorite pumpkins. It's kind of a pink color with almost like a purple tint to it, so I thought it would look really cute here. Last year I put it in the girls' playroom because they have a lot of pink in their playroom. But this year I thought it would go really well with the purple and the plates. And the purple plates that you guys saw on the table, those I got last year. My kids picked them out. It was at our local grocery store. They were on sale after Halloween. And I was like, what? I think they had like 2 or 3 different ones, and I let them pick the ones that they liked. And they liked those because of the little skeletons. They were kind of fun. That's another thing that I like to do also. I like to buy things after the holiday when they're 50-75% off, and then I just keep them for the following year. And it's just something that I really recommend because it's really a money saver. And really these are things that are not really going to go out of style. Maybe there are new tendencies each year for decorating, but in reality, I mean, as long as you're getting things that are Halloween related, they're not really going to go out of style. The little thing that you guys saw me put on the pantry door, that one I got at Lowe's last year as well, after after Halloween, and I think I got it for like $7 because it was already on sale. These little pumpkins I got at Bath and Body Works, and they're little magnets. They're meant to go on top of the candles. You know how the candles have a lid that's metal? Well, these will stick right on top of the candle lid, which is really cute. But since I didn't buy any new candles this year, I was like, you know what? I can stick them somewhere. They have a magnet, so I was able to stick them to that little basket that I have there. It's a little metal basket, so the pumpkins just stick right to it. And that's it. That's really all the decorations that I'm going to be putting this year for Halloween. So I hope you guys like those. Like I said, if you guys have any questions about those, then let me know in the comment section and I can let you know where I got each thing. Okay guys, today we're going to be making a salsa, which is going to be super easy. These are the ingredients that we're going to be using. This is called an avocado salsa, although as you can see, there's no avocado. I am not sure why we call it that. I think it's because it's kind of creamy and just the color that it has once it's done. Maybe that's why. I don't know. If anybody knows why we call this an avocado salsa, even though there is no avocado in it, let me know, please. Okay, so anyway, we're going to use 5 tomatillos, these little green tomatoes. I'm going to be using 5 of them. 1 Mexican squash. I'm going to be dicing that up because we're going to boil these. So I'm going to dice that up in smaller pieces just so that it boils at the same rate as the tomatillos. I am going to be using 2 jalapeno peppers. Now, if you want this to be on the spicier side, if you like your salsa spicier, you could also use serrano peppers. You can replace one of the jalapenos with serrano, or you could just add a serrano pepper to make it a little bit spicier. But here in my house, we do not really like super spicy food, so these are out. We are going to be using just 2 jalapeno peppers. Oil, you just need a little bit of oil. I'm using olive oil, which is my favorite. I really use olive oil for everything. We are going to be using salt to taste. Garlic, you can use about 3 cloves of garlic. I like to buy this minced garlic. I really don't like keeping the whole garlic in my house. So I always buy these like little cans of minced garlic, or the one that I've already shown you, the organic garlic. I always keep it in the fridge, but that's what we're going to be using. So you need about 3 cloves and a handful of cilantro. I love cilantro, so I usually use like as much as I can. So usually about a handful. If you're not a huge fan of cilantro, you can use a little bit less than that. But those are the ingredients, and let me show you how we're going to make this. Make sure that you save the leftover oil after you fry the jalapenos, because we are also going to be adding that oil to our mix. Once your tomatillos and your squash is boiled and your jalapenos are fried, we're going to combine everything. We're just going to toss those in the blender, add your garlic, your salt, your cilantro, and the leftover oil from when we fried the jalapenos. Just mix that all together, and that's it. That's your salsa. You can really customize this depending on how spicy you want it. If you don't want it to be too spicy, you can add some squash or a couple of tomatillos, or if you want it spicier, you can add a couple serrano peppers as well. And that's it. Right now you'll see the consistency that you're supposed to have at the end when you blend it. And it's super yummy. I hope you guys like this recipe. I hope you guys like this video, the decorating, that you guys got motivated to clean with me. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe, activate the bell so YouTube will notify you every time I put a new video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Hey guys, welcome. My name is Lily. I have a very interesting video for you guys today. About a week ago, I asked you guys on my Instagram stories to come up with a title for one of my videos. Well, my favorite one was actually suggested by my sister, and it was the title of this video, which is Clean Your Anxiety Away with Me. I know that we've all had a lot of changes in the last year with school, work, home. We've all had something change in our lives, and I know for me, that has created a lot of anxiety. So today I'm going to focus on that, just trying to calm down and see if I can help you guys with that as well. I'm going to be focusing in the areas of my house that really calm me down and really bring me joy when they are clean, which is my bedroom and my bathroom. And I'm also going to be adding a little bit of fall decor downstairs. I know I told you guys I was going to skip fall decor this year altogether, but I thought that would bring me a little bit of joy. So I'm just going to be adding a couple things to my entryway downstairs. And of course, I will have a recipe for you guys at the end of the video. I'm going to be adding a really easy recipe today, something that you guys can do any day of the week. So let's get to it. I started cleaning, I had to iron this shower curtain. This is the shower curtain for my kids' bathroom. My dryer broke down about, I don't even know how long ago, a few weeks ago, and I wasn't able to put this in the dryer, so it was super wrinkled after I washed it. So I just had to get that ironed before I get started with the cleaning. I'm going to be using several different cleaners today. I'm starting with this glass cleaner, which I actually just started using this glass cleaner. I've been wanting to use it for a while. I've been wanting to try it out, and I absolutely loved it. I don't think I'm going to go back to any other glass cleaner after using this one. I felt I cleaned everything pretty perfect. My windows, the mirror, I cleaned everything very well. And it was really easy to use. I didn't have to scrub too hard to get everything off the window. Then I'm going to be using, for my shutters, I don't use any cleaners at all. I use a rag that's just wet and that's it. If I ever see that it's a little bit dirtier than usual, I'll use a little bit of dish soap on the wet rag, but other than that, I just focus on just using water and everything cleans right off. For my furniture, I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner. I only have my bed and the 2 nightstands in this room. You will notice I don't have any other furniture in here. I don't know if I'll be adding anything to this room in the future, but I've had it like this for a while now, and I really like that there's not too many things in here, so it's so easy to clean, and it just feels so spacious because I don't have anything else in here. But I may be adding something in the future. I don't know if you guys have any ideas of what I can add in here that would look nice, that would kind of decorate the space. Let me know. moving on to the bathroom, one of my pet peeves is having a lot of things on this countertop. I really hate that. So I'm going to start by removing everything that does not belong up there, and then we'll get started with the cleaning in here. So you have probably noticed by now that I'm constantly climbing on things to clean. I am not very tall, so I can't reach the top of my mirrors. I can't reach the top of my windows. I can't reach the top of my kitchen cabinets. So you will see me in most of my videos that I'm climbing on things to be able to get everything clean. I probably should get a little portable ladder. I think that would be a lot easier on me. But I haven't fallen yet, so that's why I haven't bought one. I should probably get ahead of the game and buy one before I fall. Let me know, do you guys do the same? Does anybody out there have to climb on things to get everything cleaned up? Or do you guys have a ladder? Or are you guys just tall and you guys are able to reach things? Let me know in the comments. I've also been using, I recently started using, I should say, this cleaner, which I really like it because it does work well. I feel like it cleans everything. I don't have to scrub very hard. It's very little effort that I have to put into cleaning, but as you saw there, it is vinegar based, and I can still smell a little bit of the vinegar, so that smell kind of just drives me a little crazy, and I don't really want to be using that all over the house. So I have been using it only on the countertops in the bathroom. Really loving this Clorox cleaner. It does not smell like Clorox at all. It only smells like grapefruit. It's not a super strong smell of grapefruit, but I'm not smelling, it doesn't smell like chemicals when you're cleaning with it, but I know that it's cleaning well and that it's disinfecting everything. So I have been using it mainly in the bathroom. Meet our little toilet bear. It's a toilet paper holder, and we don't really need it in the bathroom because we have a holder that's attached to the wall, but my husband insists on having it in the toilet room, and it's super cute, so why not? just taking everything out of the bathroom just to make it easier when I vacuum the floors and mop them. I wanted to share this part of my day with you guys as well. I made myself a chamomile tea. I really like this tea. I like any kind of tea, but especially the chamomile tea helps me really relax. Sometimes I drink it at night, really any time of the day when I just want to relax. I don't want to have any coffee. I will drink a chamomile tea. Like I told you guys early on in the video, I am going to be decorating my entryway table. I'm just adding a few faux decor pieces. These are decorations that I already had that I have accumulated throughout the years. And I decided to just decorate this little area to bring me some joy. This is actually a candle holder, but as you can see, I added some cinnamon sticks in there. I feel that it adds a really nice and calm odor to this space. So I added that. I'm going to be adding a couple of pumpkins, and that's really it. The bottom basket, those I got from Dollar Tree, and they've just been sitting there empty. I figured I would fill them every time I put out season decor, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm just gonna be throwing some pumpkins in there. Next, we will start our recipe for today. It's just an easy chicken dinner and rice. I am not going to be talking through this because I did record every piece of the puzzle, so you will see step by step what I did. And I'm also adding the recipes. You can pause when I put the recipe so you can get all of the ingredients. If you have any questions, you can leave me your questions or comments in the comment section, and I will answer any questions that you have. Well, that is it for today, guys. I really hope that I was able to motivate you, maybe de-stress you a little bit. And if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I really hope that you consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, welcome. My name is Lily. I have some cleaning motivation in store for you today. I'm also going to be unboxing my new vacuum, and I will have a recipe for you at the end of the video as well. So I hope you consider subscribing, and let's get to it. I'm starting off in the dining room today. I noticed when I was cleaning that the table was looking a little dry, so it was time to add a little bit of wood cleaner. So I'm just taking an extra step in the cleaning process, adding some wood cleaner. I only do this every now and then when I notice that the table really needs it. After that, we're going to be moving on to clean the kitchen while the table dries, but then we're going to be coming back to the dining room to add the Halloween decor, and I am going to be changing that up a little bit. In the kitchen, I am cleaning the stove with the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner, and I will be cleaning the stove, dishwasher, and fridge with that same cleaner as well. Countertops, I'm using the Method Granite Cleaner. I've used several different cleaners on my countertops, and so far this is my favorite one, so I really recommend that. Every time I clean my countertops, you will see that I take off everything that I have on the counter, clean it, and then put everything back. I just feel that this is a more effective clean. For me personally, this is what I like to do. using the dishwasher for some of my dishes today. The ones that you see me put to the side, those I'm just rinsing off. I'm just making sure that they don't have any food stuck on them. And I'm just going to stick those on the dishwasher. And the big ones, I'm going to be hand washing. For the dishwasher, I like to use the 7th generation dishwasher soap. I had already put it in the machine earlier in the day, and as you can see, there were also dishes in there already. What I like to do when I'm going to be using the dishwasher, I just rinse off my dishes throughout the day and I start loading it. And once I have a full load, then I turn it on. I do put the soap in there when I first put the dishes in there, just so that if I go back and open the dishwasher and I see that there's soap in there, then I know those dishes are dirty. Just in case I forget, just in case I get that mom brain. It happens sometimes and I forget. And it's happened to me before, actually, where I go in there and I'm like, did I wash these? I don't remember. So I started doing that. What I do is when the dishwasher is empty, I start loading it and I put the dishwasher soap in there right away. Even if I don't have a full load, I just don't turn it on. And that way, throughout the day, I keep filling it. At the end of the day, usually I have a full load and then I can turn it on. It washes through the night and then I can put them away the next morning. I decided to change up the decor in the dining room just a little bit. I'm going to be minimizing it because we have been using the table a lot and we are constantly moving the dishes. So I figured, you know what, it's time to get rid of most of this. And I think it's because I don't really keep stuff on the table all throughout the year, so we're not used to that. We do try to use the table every time we sit down to eat. So at least once a day we're using the table. So I decided I'm just gonna leave a centerpiece, and that way it'll be easier when I sit down to eat, and I don't have to be constantly fixing it and putting the dishes back. And I'm just gonna put the little skull dishes that I had. I'm gonna put these here on the side, just to keep them out so we can continue to use them. That way, when it's Halloween, when we're doing treats, I can still use those dishes. If I put them away right now, I'm gonna forget that I have them. So that's why I put them there. And now moving on to the fun part, I finally got my vacuum. I ended up ordering this vacuum. It's the Tenneco Pure One S11 Tango vacuum, and I picked this one because it has it had good reviews. I did look at several different ones. If you guys want me to do a full review on it, I can do a separate video on that. This was the first time that I was using it, so I didn't want to do a full review because I really wanted to be able to try it out first, be able to try it out on the carpet, be able to try it on the floor, and give you guys my honest opinion on it. So if you guys do want to see that in a separate video later on, I can do that. But today I was just excited to do my unboxing and to finally be able to use it down here. In the last video or a couple of videos, I'm not sure, I was using the broom to sweep up the downstairs, but I really rather use the vacuum. And one thing that really made me decide to buy this particular one was that it came with two separate rollers. So I'm going to be using one for the carpet upstairs and one for the tile floors downstairs. I told you guys in the past that I don't like to use the vacuum in the kitchen and the dining room because I really use the vacuum in the carpet, and I just don't want to get food in the vacuum and then use it in the carpet. I don't know, it's silly, but that's the reason I wasn't using it before. So this particular one comes with two different brushes, and one of them is better for it. It's a roller that is better for the tile floors or hardwood floors. So that's why I decided on this one. So you will see me use it today in the dining room and the kitchen, and I think that's what I'm going to continue to do. Just use one of the rollers for downstairs for all my tile floors, maybe even for the bathrooms, and the other one, use it only on the carpet. It does have several different attachments as well, but like I said, I could do that in a separate video where I go more into detail. On this video, I am showing you everything that it comes with, and I'm showing you all the attachments. So if you do have some questions with something in particular, let me know. But just consider subscribing to my channel, activate that bell so YouTube will notify you every time I put a new video, and that way you don't miss the review whenever that comes. I am working on it. I am trying to use the vacuum every day and just kind of trying to figure out what I like, what I don't like, how it works. So just stay tuned for that. So one thing that I didn't know this vacuum had, that I noticed once I got it, was this little button right there. It actually turns the vacuum on so that you don't have to be holding the button while you're vacuuming. And that was something that I really did not like about my last cordless vacuum, that I had to be constantly holding the button while I was vacuuming. And I know it's not a huge deal, but it was just a little something that I thought would make a vacuum better. And when I got this one and noticed that, I was surprised, and I really liked that feature. One thing though that I did, while I was recording, I didn't realize how bright that light is. That light that you see at the bottom, it was really bright, and I kept shining the camera at the vacuum so that you guys could see what I was vacuuming. But it might be a little bright, so I apologize. I won't do that in the future. Now that I'm editing, I realize, oh, you know what? I probably should have pointed the camera the other way, so that I'm not blinding everybody with this light. But that way also you guys can see how bright it is. And as you're vacuuming, you can really see what you're vacuuming up. So that was pretty cool. There was a few different things that I didn't really realize when I was ordering the vacuum, that I was pleasantly surprised while I was using it for the first time. So those are just little things that I am working on, little things that I'm discovering, so that one day I can tell you guys exactly what I like and what I don't like. But right now I'm just moving on to vacuuming the kitchen and the dining room. Then I'm going to be mopping in here, putting all my chairs back, and then we'll move on to a recipe. I have been trying to put a recipe in every one of my videos, so that's something that I plan on doing. I hope that you guys are liking those. If there are any particular recipes that you guys would like for me to show you, let me know in the comments below. Okay guys, so I'm just showing you guys how the kitchen turned out after I cleaned it. but stay with me because this is an over. We're making some albondigas now. This is just a meatball and veggie soup. I'm going to be showing you guys the ingredients as we go along. First, we're going to start with the meatballs. We're going to mix 1 pound of ground beef, half a tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon chicken bouillon, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 garlic clove, half a cup of rice, and 1 egg. And this is just to make our meatballs. As you saw there, for the garlic, I'm using organic garlic. I try to hide as many ingredients as I can from my little one because she's more likely to eat the food that I make if she doesn't really know what is in it. So for the onion, I use onion powder, but you can also use the chopped onion. Just my little one, if she sees the chopped onion in there, she probably will not eat it. That's why I use the onion powder. And then also the garlic, that's why I use the organic garlic, because it's just all mixed in, and she can't tell that the garlic is in there, but it does give it that flavor that the meatballs need. So we're doing that first. What I like to do when I'm cooking, I like to prep all of my ingredients first before I start cooking. So I made my meatballs, then I'm going to move on to chop all of my veggies that I'm going to be using. You can really use any vegetables that you want for this soup, whatever your preference is, whatever your family will eat. I know I always think about what is my family going to eat, who in the family is going to eat it also, because sometimes my daughter will like something, but then my husband won't, or vice versa. So I really take that into consideration and what they all like. Today I decided to use potatoes and a Mexican squash, zucchini squash. So that's what I'm going to be using for veggies. But like I said, you can really use any vegetables that you guys like. And once I have that all prepped, I'm going to be boiling 3 tomatoes, and I'm also going to set my water to boil for the stew. I fill about half of the pan that I'm going to be using with water and let that boil while I'm working on other things. The tomatoes are to make the sauce that we're going to make for the soup. We're going to add the 3 boiled tomatoes, 2 tablespoons chicken bouillon, 1 tablespoon cumin, and 1 garlic clove. This is to give the stew flavor, so we want to blend this separately, but then we are going to be adding this to the boiled water. Once our water is boiling, we're going to add the tomato sauce that we made and our meatballs. We're going to let that boil for about 10 minutes before we continue with the recipe. After 10 minutes, we're going to add our vegetables, a pinch of salt, and a handful of cilantro, and we're going to let that boil for about 25 to 30 minutes. Once you see all your veggies are done cooking, and then that's when your stew is ready. And for me, it's usually about 25 minutes. that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and activate that bell so YouTube will notify you every time I put a new video. I am trying to bring you guys at least one video a week. Let me know if you want to see 2 a week and I can try working on that. I do work full time, so that's why I'm doing 1 video right now. But if you guys would really like to see an extra one every week, then let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys next week. Hey guys, happy Halloween! I have cleaning motivation for you today, and I'm going to show you how I cook my pumpkin seeds. Don't throw away those pumpkins. I know you are all out there carving your pumpkins today. Don't throw them away. We're going to cook those seeds, and we're going to have that as a snack. I have a couple of updates to my kitchen, so I'm going to be sharing that with you as well. So let's get to it. Okay, so this thing's pretty cool. It's just like a little container that is going to hold these little packages, and it says it's to preserve produce. So I think it goes inside of, it has like these little suction cups, and it'll just go inside of the produce drawer, and it helps preserve it. Apparently, these packages, it says to use both of them, and it says it lasts 6 months. So I'm not sure where I get the replacements for these, but I'll have to look into that. But that is pretty cool. I guess we'll see if it really helps. Okay, another cool little thing it comes with is this air filter. It says it lasts for 6 months as well, and it's just to keep it smelling fresh in there. So I'll have to look and see where I can buy these replacements as well, but I have a feeling they're not going to be hard to find. I can probably get them, I don't know, I'm assuming maybe where I bought the fridge or anywhere that sells refrigerators might have them. I'll have to look into that and let you guys know, but I'll try to figure out how to put these in there right now. Okay, I'll give you a quick tour in the fridge before we put any food in there. So it just has these baskets up here. This one has a little cover. I mean, I guess I could put like bread up there, butter. Not sure where I'm gonna put everything yet. I'll have to play with that once I get the food in here. Then it has these shelves, just a top shelf. This one actually kind of opens up. I need both hands to do this. But anyway, it opens up to like a bigger shelf, or you could have it like that. I'm probably gonna do that so that I can have more space right here. Then we got your bottom shelf. This, I thought this was really cute that it's just a wood color. I think this is meant for maybe like my hams and cheese, stuff like that. Then we have this drawer, which I don't know if I can fit the waters in here laying down. I might use this for the waters, or I might use this for the snacks. I think I might use this for like the girls' snacks or yogurt, stuff like that. Then this is going to be the produce drawer because we got our little filter there. So I'll probably do veggies here, and then over here maybe like my packaged salads that I like to get, and just other things like that. Not sure what I'm going to do with this drawer yet. I'll find stuff to put in it. And then we got this side. We just have these little baskets, so just I'll figure out what to put in these once we do groceries. This, it said it was for herbs, so I think if you want to keep like fresh herbs in it, that's the idea. But I mean, in reality, you could just really keep anything in here. So we'll keep it there for now. And then we got the freezer. The only thing I don't have in this fridge that I did have in my other one was the extra drawer in the middle. So I don't know if you guys remember, we had the top, then we had a drawer in the middle, which is where I actually kept all the waters and drinks and stuff. So I'll have to figure that out, see where I'm going to keep all that stuff. Just kind of got to reorganize myself. But one thing I really like about the freezer is it has all these dividers. So it's perfect for us because I do keep a lot of meats in here, but I also like to have some frozen foods for just an easy meal for every now and then. I do like to keep ice cream in here, and then we got popsicles. And in the other fridge or freezer, I only had 2 drawers. So I really like these dividers. It's pretty cool. I can keep all of my waffles, anything, just everything is be divided. Everything will have its spot. So yeah, so that's it. And one of the things that I really like about this fridge that I didn't have in the other one, this is magnet. So in my other fridge, I know it was a stainless steel. I guess I can show you guys. It's in the garage. This part of the fridge, it was not magnet. So I couldn't keep anything. Not that I plan on keeping anything on the front of the fridge, really, because I don't really like to keep anything up there. I don't want it to, I like how it looks. It's just very clean look. So I don't think that I'll be keeping anything on here. I just put these pumpkins on here because I was curious to see if this one had magnet, and I was kind of happy that it did. Just so I can keep maybe 1 or 2 things or something cute on there. And then we have magnet on the side as well. And the other fridge only has the magnet on the side. So here's the old fridge. It's in the garage, so don't mind the mess over there. My husband has his tools and just random stuff here. But anyway, let me show you guys. This, it does not have magnet. It just falls right off. I'll show you this side right now. Anyway, this is where we're keeping our food right now. This is where we have all the food. So we've been having to come in here into the garage to get dinner, lunch, everything. Everything is in here. So it'll be nice to have our food inside the house now. Okay, so this is the side. You can see it does not it doesn't stick there. It does stick here. But right here, it doesn't stick. So that's one thing I really like about the new fridge too. Like I said, I don't plan on keeping a lot of stuff in there in the front, but it would be nice to have that option. Some regular everyday cleaning today. I'm doing the dishes. I'm gonna put these in the dishwasher, so I'm just rinsing them. I'm not putting any soap on them, just rinsing them, making sure all the food is off of the dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. And I'm gonna be using a 7th generation dishwasher soap. Then we're going to move on to cleaning the stove and the countertops. I'm going to be using the Method Multi-Surface Cleaner. And the appliances, we're going to be using a stainless steel cleaner as well. As we go along, I'll show you guys what products I'm using in case you're interested in using any of them. I don't get sponsored by any of them, but I like to share with you guys what I use because I've gone through my share of different cleaners that I've used. I still use different cleaners. I still like to try new cleaners, and I like to see what works for me, what doesn't work for me. And it depends also on the certain days. I just want to use one cleaner for everything and then just be done. And then other days I want to give everything kind of a deeper clean. So I use very specific cleaners for everything. Today I'm doing a deep clean of the sink. So I'm using the Barkeeper's powder cleaner just to give it a little extra clean besides the regular dish soap that I normally use. So let's continue cleaning, and if you have any questions about anything that I'm using, you can leave your questions in the comments down below. I put these little magnet pumpkins on the fridge. I thought they looked so cute, but they started leaving these little marks on there, and I was like, you know what, no, this is not gonna work for me. So I ended up just cleaning it. I didn't put any product on the fridge. All I did was just grab the rag with a little bit of water, and I cleaned off the marks that were left by the little pumpkins, and that was it, and I just moved them elsewhere. The second update I'm going to be doing is replacing these stools. I still love them, and I'm still going to use them. I'm going to use them in my patio, in my back patio. They are a metal frame, and then the seats are cushioned, and they're really nice. They're still in good condition. They do have minor things that we may need to fix. We may be able to fix, I'm not sure. But they all have a little something. I've had them for a while, and I do like them, but I've been wanting to replace them for a while because they're brown, and as you can see, my kitchen is brown. My living room curtains are brown, which the living room is right behind me right now. And then our couch is kind of a lighter shade of brown. The table is brown. Everything's brown with the dashes of gray, of course. The walls are gray and stuff. But I wanted to change that up a little bit just because it's too much brown for my liking. So I've been telling my husband for a while that I've been wanting to replace him, and I just couldn't find something that we both liked, that we both agreed on, that was comfortable, that was sturdy, and we finally found something. So I'm going to replace him right now. I am going to replace him with some other dark stools as well, just not brown. So we'll see how that looks. I feel like it's going to give the kitchen a different vibe, and they're also a little bit more modern. These ones are, I think, more farmhouse, were the ones that I got. It's more of a French style, I think. I don't know. You guys tell me what the styles are. I'm really bad at kind of figuring out what styles everything is. I just know if I like something or if I don't like something. I don't really care what style it is. But I think these are more farmhouse, where the new ones are more French style. I just changed them more because of the color, because we did need some new ones in here. Also, these, you can see, I can't put them under, I can't put them under the counter here, and there's a lot of space underneath. There's enough space to put them on. Down here, they just don't fit because, as you can see, they were just a little bit higher, which is okay because I do have enough room over here. They're not in the way, but whenever I'm trying to grab something from the counter, it just kind of bugs me. You know, it's just one of those things that it's fine, but it could be better. So that's why I'm changing them. But like I said, these, I'm still going to be using them. I'm going to put them in the back patio, and whenever we fix the backyard, these are going to be awesome back there. They're going to add some extra seating whenever we're doing barbecues. So these are still going to be put into good use, just like the fridge. We're still using it in the garage, and we like to use things until they break and, you know, they just can't serve a purpose anymore for the most part, unless it's something we know we can't use anywhere else in the house. But these definitely we can reuse. So we're going to be doing that, and I'm talking your ear out right now, so let's just get these replaced, and you guys tell me which ones you like better. Now, I know you guys are going to be carving your pumpkins, but I want to let you know, do not throw out the seeds. I'm going to show you right now how you can cook those seeds. It's super easy and it's super yummy snacks. So stay tuned and let's cook those seeds. Let's not waste that pumpkin. Once your pumpkin seeds are washed, you gotta make sure they're really, really clean, that there's no guts left on them. You're gonna set them out to dry. I'm gonna put them on this towel so they can dry here on the table. You can put them outside. I think that would be faster. They would dry faster, but I have my dog who's outside as well, and she'll just jump and eat them. So I put them on the kitchen and the dining room actually to dry, and I just left them. I knew I wasn't going to be able to cook them that same day, so I just left them 24 hours and I cooked them the following day. They were completely dry. You got to make sure they're completely dry before you cook them. Then I'm going to heat them up first. Then we're going to add salted water. I just mixed 1 tablespoon of water with 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix that together. Once the seeds are hot, I'm going to add that salt water, and then we're just going to toast them. And you want to just toast them until they're just not burnt, but just super toasted and super crunchy. Well, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. I hope you guys have an awesome Halloween. Be safe out there. Have lots of fun. And don't forget to hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. And I'll see you guys next week.